scams a lot, and every now and again you get some good news. Even though I just did the week that was yesterday, I thought I'd do the day that is today. Headlines read, Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, is getting sued by the SEC. Now, if you go into my community area, there's a article in there. I think I put an article in there. I might not have. I will. But if you search for Richard Hart, Hex, and the SEC, they are doing an investigation where they're suing him, and it's brilliant because a lot of people have been telling me that Hex isn't a Ponzi scheme, and I just don't understand how it's structured. However, the SEC, I'm pretty sure they would know. So that's just bloody great news. So I just thought I'd get on here and do a bit of gloating. Now, I have talked to some pretty high up government people about why they don't prosecute these guys and how come they just don't stop these guys from running these Ponzi schemes. Well, the honest truth is they are overwhelmed with information. It's hard to pinpoint individuals, and it's hard to prove stuff because it's the crypto world that we all live in. So it can take a couple of years, I've been told, even if all boxes are ticked and these guys are literally, promoting these schemes, false promises, all hidden in crypto. They may not even be paying their tax. It takes 2 years before these guys can actually get flagged as total scammers. So that's why it takes so long. Hence why I do my videos naming and shaming people that are running or promoting Ponzi schemes or scams. So why am I so excited about the Hex guy? I've only done one video. You would have got an email saying that Danny's live, and you would see a thumbnail. That thumbnail was the thumbnail that I used to do my only ever video about Hex. Now, when Hyperverse fell over, a lot of people jumped ship, and they basically went, good evening, it's good morning here in New Zealand. What's the time? It's 21 minutes to 12. I'm on the way to get a haircut, looking a bit fizzy, and I like having it nice and short because I look better on my green screen. But hey, nice to see you here, Nikki. Nikki News. Is that news like you read? Was that your last name? I suppose you get people asking you that all the time. Anyway, so when Hyperverse fell over, everyone diversified. And Hex was really strong because I think it was UK based. So a lot of people jumped out of the fire into the frying pan. And Hex, I don't even know if Hex has fallen over yet, but Hex tells people to stake their money. They never stake anything in crypto. I'm not even, it's your last name. Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you on that one. I suppose you get asked that all the time. My last name's De Heck. So I always get people going to heck. And if you're wondering what De Heck means, it's a Dutch name, and my stepfather was Dutch. And why I'm telling you that is because it means the fence. But most people go, what De Heck? And they think it's a great joke making fun of my last name. However, I do have What the Heck podcast. So I actually have used that to my advantage. So maybe, I don't know, if you start doing some internet news that could work for you. I don't know. Anyway, sorry, Nikki. It's getting sidetracked there. So Hex was basically a place where people went and diversified, because as soon as any Ponzi scheme falls over, people go, oh, well, at least you didn't have all your eggs in one basket, blah, blah, blah. And they tell people to diversify, and you guessed it, normally it's a Ponzi scheme that they are invested in or about to invest in, and they tell you should diversify so you lose your money evenly across multiple platforms. So I'm thinking I'm going live because I'm quite excited about Richard Hart being investigated by the SEC or sued, which is even stronger. And also I want to go through all the newspaper articles and just read up about it so I'm a bit more versed. And then I thought I might just get on and do a quick video and gloat a little bit. But I tell you what, last week I think I was up to 4 o'clock, 3:30, 2:30, and I was producing videos on my YouTube channel to expose Sam Lee. And you think to yourself, because he's hiding in Dubai, he's just going to keep getting away with this. And he's even put his passport online for everyone to see. and he's taunting people by saying that if you think I've done something wrong, you know, come after me. Obviously I haven't done anything wrong because no one's coming after me, but the honest truth of it is that it's just impossible, you know, to catch these guys in Dubai. So it's just not really gonna work. Yeah, no, you're right. No, you're right. No, I'm just trying to navigate. Ah, look at this. Thank you. One more. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so my point is it's just impossible to I'm driving. See, I can multitask. A lady was trying to back up to give me enough room so I could turn in front of her because she'd blocked off the road, but she didn't realise the lady behind her had a tiny wee car and it was right up the arse of it, so that was quite funny. I think I can fit in here. I'm just getting to the hairdressers now. And my hairdresser is really cool. His name is Wasim, and it's WASS. If you search for Wasim Christchurch, you'll find he's quite a legend. We had a mosque shooting here in Christchurch. 51 people lost their lives. Some Australian guy sort of had come over here and basically shoot 51 people in a mosque. He did it between two mosques, and he got apprehended on the way to Ashburton because he was going to go to another mosque up there and carry on a shooting. It was just horrific. Wasim is my hairdresser. Wasim got shot 5 times, would you believe, in the mosque. And I don't know if you've been following my sagas of my $3.8 million lawsuit, which hopefully sometime this week I will hear from the High Court judge who will award me the cost for my court case against Stephen McCullough, because he was trying to sue me for $3.8 million in the High Court. He is an American guy. He did a pump and dump, Luna 1 it was called. He advertised with the Run guys for 3 months saying that they are going to launch a new token on the market at 25 cents, and people could participate in the pre-sale and buy this coin at 15 cents each. And then on market day they launched it at 5 cents each, and then they did a big well, not a big, but they released on their website that they got some professional advice, and they thought it would be more professional launching their coin at 5 cents each than the advertised 25 cents each. 11,000 people lost all their money, and I've got 45 people that come to me basically saying that they had lost all their money and they felt they had been scammed. I started doing videos on it. He took exception to it, so then he thought he'd throw around his big boy trousers and try to sue me in the New Zealand High Court for $3.8 million. Quite a saga. Anyway, my point is these guys do go after us YouTubers, but going back to my hairdresser, one of the things they did, they hired this fake lawyer called Natalie from Israel, and she wrote a letter stating 45 reasons why I weren't entitled to legal aid, because they thought I was a millionaire. They got people involved that were going to do defaming, who did do defaming videos about me, and also they were trying to get these guys to testify and lie against me. And one of the things that they said is I was involved with a guy called Paul Cobbs, which is a known white supremacist guy, and I was a terrorist threat to New Zealand because I had involvements with white supremacist guys, which were the people that shot the people. Now my hairdresser is about to give me a cut for it, shave. He was one of the ones that got shot in the mosque. So just even people accusing people of things like that were just shocking, man. Yeah, no, Luna 1 was disgusting. Thank you, Nikki. So anyway, so long story short, we told Stephen McCullough, well, my lawyers did, because he wasn't a New Zealander, there's no security. So if he lost in court, he would have to pay my legal fees. But because he's outside of New Zealand, they have to basically set up a trust fund. And we were telling their lawyers that he would need to put $150,000 into a trust fund so that when he lost, he would pay my legal fees. Anyway, they refused to do so. So then we submitted a 217-page affidavit to the judge, and we basically in the affidavit showed all the things that he'd been doing online to defame me, which is quite ironic because he was trying to say I was defaming him. Anyway, an hour and a half before it went to court, they filed a discontinuance. So then we have to now apply for my legal costs, which were at that time $32,000. So we write to them, they come back and write to us and say, oh no, you should have only spent $14,000, well I think $12,600 to be exact, in defending yourself against a threat of $3.8 million legal fees, blah, blah, blah. So now our legal fees are up to $36,000, and hopefully this week or next week, a judge in his chambers will award the cost of this sabbatical or this stupid threat to me, and he'll be ordered to pay the cost. Whether he pays or not, we don't care. It's relevant, but obviously he will have a court ruling against him saying that he backed out and did or didn't pay our costs. So that's that whole scenario. But anyway, I look forward to the day when I see that Stephen McCullough is actually locked up or being investigated or sued by. And when I see people like Richard Hart from Hex being sued by, it's just absolutely brilliant, and it just makes it all worthwhile, because these guys need to be stopped. And as I said, it takes a couple of years for them to catch up, and it also takes a long time before they can actually apprehend these guys, because they hide in Dubai. Now Richard Hart, the photo they had in the paper, he was on a jet, so obviously they get cocky and they think they're untouchable, and they start traveling around the world. So I think that's where, if we have good hunters and we wait quietly, even though I'm naming and shaming these bastards as much as I can, I think eventually everyone will get caught up with. It's the small investors that are the problem. As I say of all my videos, the real scam is not the Richard Harts. The real scams are the people in the Zoom meetings promoting it, doing the presentations, fooling people into parting with their money, taking that commission money. Hyperverse was a great example of this. The minimum investment was $300. Sam Lee and others claim that 1.5 million people put all their money into Hyperverse, and that equates to $4 billion. Now that's just a real reservative estimation, and $2.2 million of that money can literally be taken out straight away by the people that promote it, and that's the real scam. But unfortunately these guys are small, aren't they? And they're going to be hard to prove who they are. So if you go onto one of my videos and go all the way back, you see I do a name and shame video, and I list over, I think, 150 people that I've seen actively promoting these Ponzi schemes or scams. And also I have a large database of everyone that's involved I've seen promoting, and I'm doing the same for We Are Satoshi. If you are in these Zoom meetings and you are learning how to scam people, then by all means I'm going to go after you. Now if you go into the top of my video, you'll see there's a link in a Telegram group there. I was literally chatting to a guy that's just produced a video of a bank. What's his name? Rob Bank? I think it's Rob Bank. He's only got, I think, 35 people subscribed to his YouTube channel, but he's just produced a video on Jan Gregory, and Jan Gregory had been claiming that this guy that's invested in another Ponzi scheme is someone, and he's done a deep dive into this guy to see whether he actually exists, to verify these claims that these guys make. So more people are coming on board, and I think this year and next year we're going to see a lot more people apprehended and locked up in jail, which is fantastic. And then I'm going to start up a tourism company, and we're going to go around and visit all these guys in jail and say, hi, I'm Danny, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. All right, I'm at my hairdressers. Thought I'd do this. Burpees on the way there. Nice to meet you, Nikki. And I'm glad you didn't invest. Don't invest in anything. My rule is anything to do with crypto that involves multi-level marketing. Obviously, offers you higher returns for your investment. Just they're all scams. I haven't found one legitimate one yet. Hex is certainly one that people have said, well, it's been going for, I think, 3 or 4 years, so it must be real. But the difference with Hex is they get people to stake their money. So one lady I know that's invested $40,000 said that if she took her money out now, she would only get $20,000 back. So she's saying, what should I do? And I said, take the $20,000 out, because it would fallen over. And I sent her that newspaper clipping just before, and I haven't heard back from her yet. But right now, everyone will be trying to get all their money out of all those platforms. And because they are Ponzi schemes, they will fall over. They don't have a product, they don't have a service, they don't even have offices, they just make all this stuff up. And if everyone took their money out of the platform, the whole system falls over. Hey, I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and you've been lucky because you've had 2 the week that was. Richard Hart, from Hex has been sued by the SEC, and that's all over the papers at the moment, and pinching the punch for the first of the month. All right, see you guys. Thanks for watching.